My name is Amy Ansel. I'm Dean of Liberal Arts and the Director of the Institute for Liberal Arts and Interdisciplinary Studies. And welcome to one of our book celebrations. It's one of my very favorite types of events. It's really a time that faculty and students together can come together and hear what faculty have been working about in private, sometimes for months, more typically for years and years and years. And it's such a private endeavor, and sometimes a very painful one, a very rewarding one. But what a pleasure when it comes, this is not personal to Kristin, but what a pleasure what a pleasure it is to sort of mark the moment when the book goes public and really celebrate it together, and take an opportunity as a community to know a little more deeply what our colleagues are doing and what they're thinking about. So we have two more book celebrations this semester, in addition to many other events the Institute's sponsoring. On March 14, we have a book celebration with performing arts Professor Magda Romanska to celebrate her book, The Post-Traumatic Theater of Grotowski and Cantor. And on April 11th, strangely, we're having a book celebration for me, for my new book out, Race and Ethnicity, The Key Concepts, that was published in December. Tonight, we're celebrating Kristin Lieb. We're borrowing her from the Department of Marketing Communication and the School of Communication. She has been working as assistant professor in marketing comms since 2007. She teaches many different courses, including principles of marketing, entertainment marketing, global brand management, amongst others. And she's working on a proposal to teach an institute course with a VMA professor, Miranda Banks, that will serve as part of the interdisciplinary minor in women's, gender, and sexuality studies. And I told Kristin I'm using tonight's event as a shameless plug for that minor, for which we have not glossy, but pretty nice brochures. So pass those around. Let me just give a very brief bio. Kristin has a BA in magazine journalism and American history from Syracuse University, went on and received a master's in business administration from Northeastern University, and then a PhD in mass communication from Syracuse University. So she's interdisciplinary even in terms of the different departments we have represented here at Emerson. Sometimes there is life before academia, and this is certainly true in Kristin's case. Prior to coming into academia, she managed the web division of a pop culture retailer, Newberry Comics. She ran business development for a music company that signed Ice-T and Public Enemy, and wrote freelance for Billboard and Rolling Stone, among other publications. So the book we're celebrating, as I mentioned, was just released, I think, February 1 by Routledge. And the full title is Gender, Branding, and the Modern Music Industry, we all need colons, the social construction of female popular music stars. And it's truly interdisciplinary. She takes theory from mass communication, she draws from marketing, pop culture studies, sociology, and women's studies. And because the book is so truly interdisciplinary, we couldn't choose one faculty member to do the introduction. This is just a brief biographical introduction. I'm going to invite two colleagues up to give sort of a more content-based introduction. We have Tim Riley, who's an assistant professor in journalism, who's himself a music critic and author of a very well-regarded 2010 book, a biography on John Lennon. And he'll be introducing the book more in terms of sort of the music industry. And then Erica Williams, who's senior scholar in residence in the Institute, an expert and author on African American literature, focusing especially on identity, race, sexuality, and other types of identity, and has done a lot of work on Du Bois. She'll be providing an introduction sort of from the women and gender studies component. So I'm going to invite the two of them up in turn. They'll speak briefly about those areas, and then we'll turn it over to Kristin. She'll speak about 30 to 40 minutes. There'll be time afterwards for Q&A. thank you as always to the library and the library staff for giving us the space. Books are on sale at the end for afterward for you to peruse. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tim Riley.
Great.